I don't know that many people that like VSAV. I don't know that many people that dislike it. Sort of a game a lot of people don't have a strong opinion on. Sort of a game a lot of people don't know anything about. Never seen VSAV. We're about to change that. Here you go. Look, there's a Taliban and a Sasquatch. This game features Marvel style chaining. It's not quite Marvel style. And if you do that kind of chaining, you can't cancel. And also, it has recoverable health on every attack, and the health recovers pretty quickly if you're just left alone. Hey, Koretsky. Yeah, that's how it often is, Spherical Man. People are requesting. But a lot of people want, like, a modern version so they can actually, like, you know, compete on a level playing field. Health bars don't reset in this game. My favorite character is QB. Or, Arbath. What's his name? I don't remember his English name. Rikuo. That move where Talbane tackles you is kind of similar to the move that Valkenhayn has where he'd fly around at you. Sasquatch is the 360 grappler of this game. There might be another one I don't remember. But definitely Sasquatch is one. I like games where health doesn't reset. This is kind of a momentum heavy game, but not enormously so. Dankruzy. One thing I don't like about this game is that it's very, like, people just tend to do normals and stuff. I want to see, like, cool combos, but there aren't that many cool combos. It's mostly just about jumping around and doing lows and quick overheads. A lot of characters can't get in the air on very short notice. Like, I think, for example, Sasquatch, his forward dash makes him airborne, and he can just do all his air normals while he's up there. This is the game with the Sokka Infinite. So you see that? That was a forward dash, and he just got an overhead, like, jump jab out of it. And then you can also go lows. So Sasquatch just has this really good mix-up between instant overheads and lows. And there are a lot of characters that do stuff like that. Oh, I don't remember his English name. Bafael. Why is it not coming to me? Raptor, Lord Raptor. This is a really good Sasquatch. You can do air turret combos. I mean air chain combos too, like those. Comebacks are definitely possible in this game, because the way Y health works. If you just do a lot of damage real fast, you'll just fuck someone up real bad immediately. We haven't even seen like a grapple yet. A lot of stuff in this game just seems to go unused in professional play. That's a command grab, isn't it? Or is that just a regular grab? I don't actually remember. Dimitri. His uppercut, Demon's Cradle, it goes up and then he can do it during a forward dash, which makes his forward dashes pretty scary. And it changes properties when you're doing it during a forward dash. Like it has a different arc. That was a forward dash Demon's Cradle. It doesn't have a huge amount of recovery, so you have to kind of poke it as a punish. That's an OTG. Every character has OTGs. It's just like up and kick when you get a knockdown. Not all knockdowns give you time to land one. And then you can EX them to make them do a little bit more damage. They do almost no damage. And they sacrifice your Okizeme. Music in this game is good. The visual effects are really good too. The atmosphere of this series is incredible. It'll probably be like Marvel 3, but like 1v1. Marvel's playstyle has always been really similar to Darkstalkers, actually. Yeah, but you hate everything. You have like the most contrarian opinions I've ever seen. The stage is cool. I don't know. I think X-Men came out after this. I don't know. The first Capcom X-Men game was Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems, right? And then it was X-Men versus Street Fighter. And then Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, I think. I'm actually not sure. And then it was Marvel vs. Capcom 1, then 2, then 3. Marvel 3 has gone downhill because it turns out the game is not that balanced. And, my opinion, it's gone downhill. Because the game is not that balanced, and now it's starting to seem like Zero May Cry is everywhere. And think similar teams. A very small number of characters are dominating everyone. X-Men Children of the Atom was the first one. Okay. I never really played Night Warriors or Darkstalkers. I only ever played VSAV. I used to play this on GDPO. Or on 2DF more accurately. Oh, he activated his thing. I don't even know what fucking Sasquatches does. Shows how little I know about this game. Every character has like an activation mode that they all do different things. Indeed, there's a Morgan. She seems to be doing pretty well for herself, but all of a sudden. I was going to say, this Hyper Rushdown is very vulnerable to an uppercut, and then she uppercutted. That was an EX uppercut. This game invented EX moves, or not this one, but I think Night Warriors did. Oh, he got the Raging Demon. Morgan had the original motion for Raging Demon before Akuma was given it. Akuma got, I think, the Dreamcast version of SD. In the original arcade version, he was, I think, fully unplayable. Bishamon. So Morgan has a Raging Demon as well, but it's a hit, so you can combo into it. So Bishamon has a charge character, and he has this gimmick where the longer you charge, the better the properties of his charge moves. Like if you hold backward a really long time, his pokes will go farther and do more chip damage, I think, than if you hold backward just a little bit. Those moves. He also has lots of moves that jail you, or not jail you. What's the term? They like lock you down, and then you get follow-up combos. Oh, you can play him in arcade version. I remember Akuma and SD did not originally have. That was cool. Akuma and SD did not originally have a super. It wasn't until one of the re-releases that he got it. But it was after this game. It was after, maybe not Vampire Savior, but it was after one of the Darkstalkers games that Morgan had it. Button press supers originate in this series. Nice combo. The chain combos just do more damage than like cancel combos and things. So you just see cancel combos all over the place. I mean chain combos all over the place. Trying to chip him out. Doing a good job. Oh, it's over? No. Missed the follow-up. Oop. Got thrown. This game has, I think ST style throws, where it's one button throws, and if you get thrown on the same frame you throw someone, it's a coin flip. But then if you throw within a couple frames of them throwing you, or vice versa, there's a tech hit and the throw does less damage. Near the 2? You mean near the top? The Sasquatch is owning everyone. This is definitely a game where normals are very good. And the ability to quickly mix up is important. And Lord Raptor has both of those. Kiwi is quite good. She has a lot of unblockables that she can bully people into. This is just videos. I could open up Fightcade and watch spectate some people playing this game if I wanted to. It is on Fightcade, but I'm not watching it on Fightcade. The normals build meter. I mean, when they hit. I don't think they build meter when they whiff. No, they do. Not very much, though. You get most of your meter from block strings. You can actually hold an infinite number of supers at any given time. I shouldn't say an infinite, up to 99. You'll never get that high. The supers can be used... There aren't explicitly supers in the game. You can use that meter for EX moves, which are powered up versions of regular special moves, or ES moves, which are like... I don't have quite a good example for what the fuck those are supposed to be. Imagine like the... No. They're like... I guess they're like supers. They're like EX moves, but there's no normal... There's no normal version, you know? It'll just have like a completely unique property. It'll be like a completely unique animation. So I guess they're kind of like supers, but they don't do like damage worthy of supers or anything like that. And there's no like way to cancel into them from special moves or anything like that. They have the same hierarchy. They have the same position in the cancel hierarchy as special moves. And Akaris is a bit strange. He's been broken in a lot of the other games he's been in. I think he's considered top tier in Capcom Fighting Evolution. I know he's considered not useless in Marvel 2, although I've never seen anyone use him that well. I know he's considered to be okay. But that game is so unbalanced, you'd never see anyone play him. There's a lot of actually like pretty cool tech in Marvel 2 that you don't see very often because the top tiers are so cemented. Like, you used to see teams with Baby Bonnyhood and I think Anakaris and like, I forget. You'd see teams where if they ever got a THC or whatever, Team Hyper Combo, it would just kill. It would just kill a character immediately. So you just need like a two normal hit confirm, and then all 3 of your characters alive in 3 bars. And then as soon as you got a touch, you would just kill a character immediately. Some Team Hyper Combos are just doing an insane amount of damage. Special moves into supers was in Street Fighter 3. That's the earliest I can think of. It might have been in a game before that. Normal special super. And then Street Fighter 4 took it because it took most of the mechanics of Street Fighter 3. Midnight Bliss. This is a Vampire Savior. This is the stage I really like the music for. And this is a glitch with Anakaris where if you do his grab where he swings you around against, it might not even be a glitch, against, what's his face, Strider. It just eats up his Ouroboros super. It just goes away.
Onegai, tasukete.
Felicia's cute as fuck. Apparently in the, when they were designing the characters for Darkstalkers, they wanted to have a cute vampire and a sexy cat girl. But then they decided, not vampire, succubus. But then at some point they decided they'd rather have a sexy succubus and a cute cat girl. But then Felicia ended up being somewhere between cute and sexy anyway. And they ended up going through with the cute succubus idea with Lilith. Lilith is kawaii as hell. This game has a lot of really cool subtle animations to it. Like a lot of attacks have unique animations depending on what character they're hitting. And a lot of attacks have animations that you never see elsewhere. Like there's like a throw that cuts the opponent in half. I don't know if that animation happens very often in the game. Don't think so. Midnight's Bliss has a different animation depending on every single character it hits on. And so does the fucking Pharaoh's Curse or whatever, one of Anakaris' moves. I think one of Jetta's moves too. The Blood Stamp one. Different animation for every single character it hits. And one of Jetta's throws inflates a random part of the opponent's body. Not random, but like different for every opponent. And every character has a unique electricity animation, and some of them are pretty funny. Like when they're being zapped. And the only character who can zap you, I think, is like the Robo guy. Victor. I don't know, do recoil animations? This fighting game series was very celebrated when it came out because characters would like wind up for their attacks and have follow through. And it made it look like the characters were thinking about what they were doing. Oh, Raptor can zap you, that's true. Some of the animations just got like... QB has one of her attacks, QB literally dies. She grabs you, lays an egg inside you, falls over and dies, and then a new egg appears from your body, and a new QB hatches from it. It's like, what the fuck did I just watch? Every time you land an EX move, fucking, there's a new QB fighting. The Sasquatch is indestructible. I used to fool around with Morgan in Marvel 1. I never knew what game she was from for years. Her animations are so strange. Those bat wings that can turn into stuff. I wish I had a hitbox. Morgan's fireball game is pretty good, and she has an air fireball like Akuma. Air fireballs are inherently very useful. Very difficult to approach. That move is picky. Morgan's the Ryu. She's usually fine, or perhaps slightly weak. She has no particularly notable, I think all of Morgan's fireballs are either bats or bat skulls, aren't they? It's a really scary Shadow Blade. This Morgan could do it if she's good. That was it. God, did he really just do that? Why didn't he just spam air fireballs? He had like three EX meters. The Sasquatch is going to clean house. Yoma, instead of asking that question, you should wonder what other characters have gone completely unnoticed. Marvel 3 still has some characters with crazy potential that hasn't been unlocked. Unfortunately, a lot of characters with crazy potential are characters that people already play. Yeah, that minion plays Morgan. This team is very zoning oriented and not very combo oriented. I feel like Strider's a very underutilized character. I feel like Strider is very difficult to unlock in Marvel 3. From what I've seen of Strider's tech versus what people actually do with him in match, I feel like the Strider potential is still mostly unused. I feel like X-23 is somewhat underutilized. X-23 has some very broken stuff on paper. Maybe Phoenix too. Chris played Morgan before Dominion did, I think. Chris used to play Morgan really casually. Chris, you ever see like Chris G, like old match footage of Chris G? He had like really strange teams before he ever found something that really worked. He used to do like, he used to have Ryu on his team actually. Ryu is slightly underutilized, but he's not that good. my opinion. Oh, I see Toxic. I remember really old footage of Chris G playing Morgan, but I actually don't know when Dominion started. Remember Justin Wong's Felicia? Felicia and Chun-Li both are heavily underutilized. I shouldn't say underutilized because I think they're still bad from what I understand, but no one even tried to unlock them. They're basically unplayed characters, and they're not that bad. Felicia and Chun-Li both have like theoretically like good teams they could be on. Firebrand is theoretically very strong. What's his name? Angelic is using a Firebrand team. That's actually really, really good. Apology, man. Yeah, who's Angelic play? Angelic plays like Shuma. I always fuck that up. Shuma's kind of cool. I always like seeing Shuma play. I don't know how strong he is. I just like seeing him be played. I wish Justin Wong... I really like Justin Wong's team, but I feel like it's kind of a relic team. I feel like Justin Wong is probably one of the best players in Marvel 3. But his team, like, basically, he put his team together because it has like the best offense, like, of any team. The best mix-up. It's like a team to kill Phoenix. Like he made that team like it's like an anti-Phoenix team that still worked against other teams, and now Phoenix isn't really a thing anymore. Yeah, I watched cans. I kind of want to see Justin Wong fucking around with the cast again. Like making, playing Chun-Li teams and Felicia teams and whatnot. Because he used to. I do really like Justin Wong's team though. It's like all him. Dive kicks, Storm, fucking clever support. I think that Elena is actually very broken. I feel like Elena is a top 5 character, or perhaps top 10. I feel like Elena has definitively the best up-close mix-up of any character in Street Fighter 4. I feel like that is why Sako is still a god. Also because he doesn't drop combos. Nova, Storm, Akuma. That's a pretty cool team. I feel like Nova... I like Wolverine a lot. But I feel like Nova is, on paper, one of the best characters. Justin Wong always played like Team Matrix in Marvel 2, didn't he? Well, he didn't. Justin Wong actually fucked around with teams a lot in Marvel 2. But I think he usually played Team Matrix, or whatever it's called. Storm, Sentinel, Cyclops. But then he had a Clockwork style team as well that was really good. Sentinel, Doom, Sentinel, Strider, Sentinel, Doom, Strider, Doom, Sentinel, whatever. Hi. Justin Wong is actually one of the best players of that team, alongside Clockwork. Justin Wong is really good at like every single character in Marvel 2. Strider in 2 was really cool. Strider was my favorite character in Marvel 1 and 2. I never really played Marvel 2 that much, but Marvel 1 I would run Wolverine Strider. And that ended up being one of the strongest teams by some bizarre coincidence. Making a Storm Psylocke. Making a Sentinel Psylocke. You know what character I really like seeing is Super Skrull. The mix-up wasn't that good on Ouroboros and MVC2. Even with the stones, you could lock the opponent down pretty easily, but it was kind of hard to open them up. It was notably good against big characters. It was still really good, don't get me wrong. It's one of the best things in the game. But you have to devote 2 of your team to it for the good assist and the Strider and whatnot. It was notably really good against Sentinel, who's one of the best characters in the game. Strider was a character who would just beat Sentinel. You almost never see Super Skrull play. Should I actually ban that link? Is that like a bad link? No one click on it. There's 2 Kappas next to it. I don't know what to do about this. I don't want to click on it. I'm going to ban this guy. I'm going to time him out. In case you were being honest. It wasn't virus. What the fuck? Did I just ban an innocent man? Porn link through ad service. Ah, okay. What the hell, man? Why do these people exist? Those are the people that make it so you have to make it so you have to you can't post links. This video is 52 minutes long. We've already watched 33 minutes of it. I have no particular attachment to it, so if you want to watch something else, just let me know. The Sasquatch is too strong. Oh yes, I could start up a game of Metal Walker. You guys ever heard of that game? It's probably the strangest Pokemon clone I've ever played by Capcom. It's a Game Boy Color game. It's really not a Pokemon clone. It's a very strange game. I've always wanted to do a playthrough of it. Empty Jump Command Grab. I actually really like Visav. This is the character I really like. Rikuo. I wonder if that's a real link. No one click on that. I never played the Capcom JoJo's game. Sasquatch lost, cut the tape. I kind of want to do a playthrough of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I kind of want to do a playthrough of Metal Walker. I kind of want to do a playthrough of Final Fantasy XII New International Zodiac. What else? There are some other games I wanted to stream. Oh, Alboth combos are so cool. That's unblockable. Those are hard. I'm really passionate about Prince of Persia games. I love all of them. Except maybe Prince of Persia 3D. That game kind of sucks. Playthrough of Third Strike arcade mode. There are people who would find that interesting. I'm not very good at fighting the comms. The comms input read really badly in Third Strike. There are particular strats that are really stupid against them. Pearls. Sometimes I watch footage of it, of JoJo. I like the character that's a hawk. That character is cool. I don't know any JoJo characters except like Joestar and Dio. That's Pet Shop. Oh. SD Akuma times 3. Oh fuck. Later, Yuma. Yeah, I like how he rides on a horseshoe crab too. Cool character. Alright, I want to play something. Which one of those games sound even remotely interesting? Or do you guys just not care? Yeah, I miss cheering for combos too. That was kind of cool. Metal Walker. Maybe I will just play Metal Walker. That game is actually cool as fuck. Sands of Time, we gotta vote for. I'll be playing the PC versions of Sands of Time, which is kind of hilariously shitty. There's clipping errors everywhere that aren't in the console versions. Metal Walker is actually a really cool game. I don't know what you guys are interested in though. Metal Walker sounds dumb. Do Metal Walker. That's what everyone does when they open up my stream. They keep me open in a tab and they listen to my voice. No one gives a fuck about what I'm playing. That attack is so cool. I like the move where Raptor dunks on you. Turns you into a ball. Ball is life. I played ET, it's shitty. It's designed to break your thumb. It's not the worst game I've ever played. I think it was just very hyped. No one could figure out how to play it, and the people who could figure out how to play it realized how incredibly fucking bad and boring it was. This is a game where you hit a single button repeatedly and have all of your work fucking undone. It's a very tedious gameplay style. The worst game I've ever played? Desert Bus? I don't know. Let me think. 50k Race Walker. I played a lot of games that tried to be bad. The worst non-ironic game I've ever played? I don't know. That's a really hard question to answer. I really hate tedious games. Let's watch till the end of this match. Then I'm gonna download Metal Walker, which is gonna be fucking 2-second download. I actually own Metal Walker too. Sometimes I play games I don't own, don't tell anyone. But my Game Boy collection is actually quite impressive. Adventure's the first game, isn't it? The first Atari game that ever had an Easter egg? Or the first video game with like an Easter egg? The first in-game secret. Some really, really bizarre claim to fame. Is Adventure the game with the dragons that look like weird ducks? Time out while I shift gears here.